Hello everybody, we're here at RemoteCon with yet another very interesting product demo on remote work tools. Here with us now we have Miro, a performance management software for agile teams. Miro focuses on individual and team performance, pursues the efficiency of collaboration, and covers the day-to-day aspects of relationship between organization and its employees. The performance of each team member is viewed as a whole, providing a new insight into career development, individual impact within the organization, and business results. Miro covers as well human resource features such as job contract management and related documents, employee history, certificates, holidays, and easily integrate with applicant tracking system and payroll solutions. Miro spinned off from the Romanian software company Zetec. Its development began in 2018 as a result of lessons learned from 16 years within the IT industry as an employer, a very competitive industry in terms of human resources. They tested the idea and modeled the functionalities together with numerous companies of different sizes and from various industries, companies that have joined them as early adopters, gaining trust from them early on. For our demo here today, we have Bogdan Ioniță, product manager at Miro. Hello, Bogdan. Nice to have you here.
Hi, guys. Thank you for having us here. And it's a pleasure to stand in front of all of you. Thank you, Alexandra, for this nice intro for our product. The story of Miro is undoubtedly related to Zetec and to Zetec's history of now more than 17 years. We've started in 2018. Thank you for mentioning that. So Miro is an idea 15 years in the making. Zetec has more than 600 successfully implemented programs in basically all over the world. And at the forefront of this success was it was the people. It was always the people. It's a pleasure for me to be a part of such a great team and living these values on a day-to-day basis. So this is what Miro is about. It's about people and companies, people in companies and their groups and how they work together. I do not think we would have had this type of success if we weren't able to accept that a company has as much to learn from their people as their people have to learn from the company itself. So we've created Miro as a performance management tool mainly, but then added to this entire employee experience. This is a buzzword nowadays. We look at experiences that people have at their workplace. Moreover, this is as actual as it gets given the conditions and the environment outside. And we're happy to be able to be a part of this experience and make it a great one. As a software as a service platform, Miro is now on a very accelerated growth rate. It's constantly adding new users and it's providing to them. I will let the platform do the talking for me. I will not share the screen about the story anymore. And here we are. I'm trying to get it as, accurate and insightful as possible, as natural as possible. So this is my actual page within Zetec as a user. I do not have all the admin rights, but the way I use this platform is that I get informed of everything that is related to performance management in my company on a daily basis, being a heavy user. But to briefly show you around the platform, you do start a natural experience using it. You do have a homepage where you can stay up to date with what happened in your company. And we're mixing together some very modern and very accurate tools like continuous feedback, continuous recognitions, objectives and key results, OKR framework. And somehow, I think the greatest value that Zetec adds is that it looks to make them work together, not just to present them in front of you, but to actually make them work together. We're tying recognition with company values and your personal skills. We're tying feedback to management lines and functional relationships between teams. We're using objectives and key results to be able to share them with others to be able to set a path for continuous development. As you would expect, every user's journey is different. Every team's journey is different, and we're trying to cover this within Miro. Everyone has their profile, which exactly shows the type of colleague they are and their unique path to achieve great performance. From recognition, feedback to goals, and to getting aligned, and not to have to be always in control, always micromanaging. Managing. Miro does this for people, and it does them for basic users, for the one person that tries to do the best of their job in their company, as well as for managers. We're always recording this, all this data, these continuous interactions, and then we're tying them into the new type of performance review, which is more natural. It shows you what happened over time, and it's an accurate measurement of your performance. Is no longer something that happens at some point that takes up all the energy from you and from your manager. It's something that happens organically. And for me, as a manager of a group of people, it's always important to know what they're up to and what can I ask from them in order to be in touch with their development path. Moreover, as thank you for mentioning it, Alexandra. Yeah, we do have the functional part of people of HR. Let's put it this way. Like leave of absence and working away, which now is it's something really important, and flexible timing and working from remote locations. We use these. We've given them a great user experience to these simply functional aspects of HR. Everything.
Just if I may ask, are these functions that you integrated recently, or you had this before as well?
Well, it was always the point to find out what matters most to people, because at some point you're gonna have some time off. At some point, mainly this year, you have to know who works remotely and who's from an office. We wanted to cover these aspects as well as performance, focusing, of course, on performance. But we wanted the user to have a great experience, not to be forced to take up on another tool for simple things like this. Also, a quite powerful and simple tool is this onboarding feature with Have You Met? New colleagues always meet their people here, which is really important in remote working. Watching this, it's that small feature that changed everything, because we watched new users, and this was sacrosanct for them. You know, they used Miro continuously for like the longest sessions just to look about who's who and who am I working with and what kind of an organization and am I a part of. I will not be going into detail on any feature. I don't know if it's okay for you to see, but actually today is my real third anniversary within Zetec.
Congratulations.
As it happens, thank you. What I wanted to say and what makes me really happy about how Miro is going about is that we've more than doubled our user base in this period of distress. We've reached a great engagement from our users, and I'm referring to engagement as creating content, performance-related content for their colleagues to know the whereabouts and to, I don't know, propagate these things furthermore into the company. And we're at, on a monthly basis, more than half of our users actually create content. Login is at, I don't know, an 80% from the total user base. And we're lucky to be able to look at this insight. This is a part of us growing up as a project, as a product, because we want to know what's good for our users and always look to enhance their experience.
Just to clarify a bit, so basically you implement a system within a company is not necessarily mandatory for the employees because they can probably communicate or discuss different in other means as well. But you do integrate with like paid leave or like medical leave and all that, let's say, technical aspects. So the users do have to log in from time to time and kind of use this for positive endorsement or anything like that. Do you use it for like yearly reviews as well, or do you have that integrated, some sort of feedback and evaluation in the platform as well?
It's all, let's say, it's embedded, both of these aspects. I mean, the entire leave and absence management part is a part of Miro, is a clear functionality. As for the performance review, for the performance management system, this is what we wanted. This is the change that we want to propose to our users. Make it continuous. Okay, you can draw a line from time to time, yearly, on a 3-month basis, on a weekly basis. But interactions always happen, and we do not want to miss these interactions because they're contextual, they're very precise, and they go 360 degrees on a, I don't know, a more organic level.
What kind of companies do you expect to use the platform? Like, let's say up to 10 people, up to 500? What do you expect your average users are going to be?
We do not have a limit as to what we can service as a company. Our companies now are about 20 to 200 people. So SMEs, the SMEs market, and maybe this is mainly because the market itself is evolving. The performance management systems and HR systems in general, they're on a technology shift now, because people have understood that we have to look at the user themselves to learn something. Procedures are a bit obsolete, and you saw what happened to procedures these past few months. This is the reality we're living. As we try to give people something flexible, something that they can work with, I think this will be a success for any company, regardless of the industry.
You are a remote company yourself, a remote team yourself. What would you say are the challenges you encountered or the best practices? This is kind of an example of a best practice using the system.
I would go with best practices other than challenges. We've been a remote-ready company for the entirety of time, for the entire history. So actual functioning from home wasn't that hard. But working together from home, that got us to learn a thing or two. Using a nice objectives and key results system for alignment, for instance, got us not to be so I don't know, wanting to micromanage or to put so much pressure on managers. Actually recognizing people, giving kudos to people for the good things they're doing from home, that helped too, because we kind of stuck together, we bonded over this period. We realized that we actually missed each other. And I'm really happy that Miro helped a bit with this.
And how do you see this remote work environment evolving, and what role do you think your company will play in it?
It's gonna be the new normal, I think, for the foreseeable future, because we're not ready to go. We're not gonna forget this period like it never existed. And I'm sure Miro can be a part of this, but let's not look just at the functional part, because its mission stands, changing the way people perceive performance management. That's going to be a long-term thing, regardless you're working from home or remotely, or you have remote teams, or you're in an office. You're going to want your people to perform. And I think we can help with that.
It's basically what you're doing here is shifting perspective and looking a bit more inside at the employees and what you have in the company. It's actually a very good thing to do. We congratulate you for that, and thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Thank you everybody for watching, and please join RemoteCon for more infos on remote work tools. Goodbye.